What up, family? It's your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka You Know I Need More Ammo, or your favorite cousin, your bald-headed brother, Cool Rich, back in this mug, coming at you with another wonderful video. And make sure that we do the housekeeping. We got to make sure that we do the housekeeping. So I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the content, to the channel, so that way we can go ahead and continue to grow the Cool Rich community. But today I was talking to one of the homies, and bro asked me, he was like, "Hey man, do you ever layer your cologne?" I was like, "I do. Sometimes I actually do." And he was like, "You know what? Me too. I want you to try this. I want you to try this specific combination and see how it actually works." And when I tried that mug, it was fire. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do a whole video on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about the first one being the homeboy suggestion, and then my two favorite layering combinations, because you know you can do a lot with different fragrances. I mean, sometimes they can be off-putting if you don't mix it correctly, but if you do find the right combination, it can be like a yin and yang situation, because sometimes the notes may not be there, you know, on the initial fragrance, but when you combine them, they end up working, you know, in tandem with each other, you know. So I'm like, hey man, this will be some good content and some good conversation. So go ahead, sit back, relax. Let's go ahead and chop it up about this. Appreciate you for, you know, sticking around. And yeah, this is going to be our top three off of the or layering cologne. So that's going to be the main thing. And the first one that we're going to deal with is a beast. So it's a monster. This mug is it's actually a great balanced fragrance, like when you put these two together. So the two that's going to start off today is YSL Leon and Ralph Lauren Ralph Club, and I think this is the EDP. Yeah, this is the EDP. I may end up getting a Parfum in a later point, but these were the combinations initially. So this is what I also did as well, because I wanted to see like the longevity of these, because sometimes when you mix the fragrance, you actually get more projection and longevity because of the combination. It's crazy. So I sprayed this yesterday. And I still smell a great faint. Like, it's not even really faint. That mug is actually really, it's projecting very well. But you know, when it comes to the like YSL, this mug got the ginger, you know, bergamot. So it's a nice. It starts off with a good citrus, you know, that ginger, so it gives it more of like an earthy type of note. Got some lemon, so it definitely does hit. But let's see, let me spray something real quick in the air. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do skin. Let's do skin, and then got that pepper. I think so you can smell some violet leaf. So it's definitely a good balance, right? Now, if you end up mixing that with that Ralph, you know, that mug got that clary sage, got that lavender, you know. That, I ain't gonna lie, that clary sage was in that lavender. That mug is fire. And then, you know, it got that vanilla with the cedar and that vetiver. So this one also has a good amount of cedar in it. And it's like, it's balanced. So it's balanced. And that's why I was like, you know what? It's like a sweet note. It's not vanilla. No, it's tonka bean. Okay. Now, so this is what I'm gonna end up doing because I sprayed it on that, right? So I'm gonna spray the opposite, and then I'm spray the opposite on this one, right? So initially I sprayed Ralph on the right, and then I sprayed YSL on the left, and then I came with the second one with the YSL on the left. I mean the YSL on the right and the Ralph on the left. So, bro, that's fire. Like, alright, so I know like I had sprayed it yesterday, but I didn't really like get the skin effect of it. I got the test strip effect of it. So getting the skin like effect of it is completely different. This is damn. Yo, this is yin and yang. Yo. I think it's like, all right, so it's like, maybe it's just me because it's like, all right, the clary sage and the ginger is working very well. They're working very well together. Then that vanilla and the tonka bean work very well together, and then you got that cedar. But then you still get that, like there's still that citrusy vibe, but it's like you get it's like a tinge of citrus, but you get more lavender. Like, so imagine that you getting like a good hit of earth, but also you get the clary, like you get the clary sage and the ginger. So you get those initially. Then you get some lavender. Bring it in with a little bit of citrus. Then balance it all out with some sweetness to it. Damn. Hey man, it's fire. So yo, you need to, if y'all don't have these two, please get them in your collection because these mugs are fire. And if you put these two together, damn. Like, sorry, I done said damn 3 times. Like, bro, like this mug is really like surprising when you talking skin. Like skin, it compared to that, like with the test strip, it gives you one style, right? But dang, that skin scent it does definitely hit. So, hey man, that was the first combination, the YSL L'Homme and Ralph Lauren's Ralph Club. Those two being put together, you trust me when I say you gonna enjoy it. You will enjoy it. The people around you will enjoy it. All right. So, but let's go ahead to number 2 because if it's starting off that good, I can't wait to see how the next one's gonna be. Jesus, on the skin, like. All right, moving on to the next one. That first one was a rocker. That mug started off real great, so we gonna follow it up with something even better. And it's hard to top that, but you know what? I feel like this combination might end up doing it, and it's from my favorite fragrance house, so you're gonna end up getting some, you know, you gotta get some PDM in your life. And with that, Percival and Setley. These two coming together, that sounds like a good heavenly matrimony. So I got this combination from one of the gentlemen that was in the Parfums de Marley group on Facebook, and he said that this will be a wonderful combination. So I did spray it on the test strip, and the test strip definitely smells fire because you get the balance, right? You get that lemon, the mint. You can definitely smell the lemon and the mint still, and the green apple. So the green apple isn't lost anywhere. Actually, no. This isn't Percival. This is Setley. I mean, this is Layton. This is Layton. So, y'all, this is Layton. Sorry about that, y'all. This is Layton. Why am I tripping? I just looked at the bottle. I'm like, no, this bottle is darker than that. Yeah, this is Layton. So, this is not Percival. This is Layton. Yeah. I got that green apple. So I'm like, bro, I know I smell green apple. And I'm like, I got the wrong bottle. Yeah. But that lavender, you still get the lavender and everything. You still get the cedar. You still get that patchouli. So you definitely get. It's like a note bomb. Like this mug is definitely great. But let's see how this mug is on skin. Oh no, why I thought that this mug was personal. I'm tripping. All right, spray one. Spray the other. All right. Those end up drying down. I'll switch them out. Spray one. Spray the other. Fragrances get, hey man, this one, wow. Please get your hands on this. This, you would think like that it would be a very like off-putting in a way, but it's not. I think that because Leighton is so balanced all the way around, and Setley is so bright and has that initial like it has that citrusy vibe. It has more like that summertime appeal and things like that. I feel like they both they work in tandem where it's like sweet and savory. It's like that. That's how I was saying. It's just like that. It's like mixing those two together, and it's just comforting. Like, you ever had something where it's like your feet gets warm at the bottom? Like, you ever had something that was that comforting where it just makes your feet warm at the bottom? That's how this is. This is like that. Like, you really get a warm sensation around you. That's crazy. So, Leighton, my apologies about saying that this was personal. Blue bottles, but Parfums de Marly Leighton, Parfums de Marly Setley. Great combination. Alright, so moving on to the next one and the last one. This one is actually my favorite. This one is probably one of the best mixes, best layering combinations that you can actually do. And this mug is so classic, but it's so crazy because it's a niche mixed with a designer. So you're not getting like all niche, you're not getting all designer. It's a mix of the best of both worlds. And it's crazy that I started off with one that was specifically designer, and then the second one was specifically niche. Now we bringing them two together, and we're going to bring them together in holy matrimony, because this one I would say is actually the best out of all three. Even though the last one was comforting, the first one was fire, like, geez. This one though, it tops it all. This one is better than all of them. And these two fragrances are Parfums de Marly Galloway and Armani Code. And I think this one is the EDP. These two work so well together because it's like, if you ever saw somebody, saw a man and a woman salsa dance, you ever see how they're very much in sync with each other? That's pretty much how this is. So, alright, let's be for real. So, even with this, right, you got the Armani. Armani gives you a good bergamot situation. You get some iris, some orris, some clary sage, tonka bean, things like that, right? So it definitely is a great smell. It's a great fragrance. I'm gonna spray it on the inside. This one going on the inside of the wrist. So first one was on the out. This one, the second one was in the middle of the arms. This one is going to go in the on the inside of the wrist, right? So you know, you got that. You got some cedar. Definitely got the cedar. Tonka bean, bergamot leaf, I believe. Like, you know, something heavy. But this one, and I think that this works together good because that's both have an iris and an orris note. Well, this one has a iris note, but it has a it has citrus, pepper, so it's spicy. So it starts off very spicy, but it also has that orange blossom, musk, and you can definitely smell some amber. So the reason I think that these work so well together, and with some like they dance so well together, it's like you have those citruses as far as your top note, and then they one goes spicy, and then they both go more into the earthier stage with the orris and iris. So when you end up going that route, and then you end up adding that layer of the orange blossom, that's when it's like, all right, this is going to be a great concoction. You know, the roux is coming together, and then you end up finalizing it out, you know, with the base of tonka bean and cedar and that musk with the amber. That's always a great combination. You can never go wrong with those. So imagine all of that. It's like you just adding in a couple of components on each one, and then yeah, it's like they highlight each other. So it's crazy like that. But all right, so we're gonna end up switching it out. And let's spray it in. And I know how this one smells. I really didn't have to smell like the test strip like that because this one is my combination. This is the one that I actually came up with because I wanted to like figure out my own layering combination, and this one was my favorite. So just little fragrances, man, it just puts you in a good spot. It puts you in a good, like, it just makes you smile, makes you happy, and makes you appreciative. Like, this is crazy. This is definitely crazy how wonderful this smells. And the good thing about it, it's versatile. It's not off-putting, it's not overzealous, it's not anything that's like contentious. It's more so like a very inviting fragrance. The thing is, it's like, and this is what I love about the Armani part that mixes well with the Galloway. Galloway has that pepper, so it starts off with that spice. But because of how Armani's situation is with the cedar and the tonka bean, it kind of limits that pepper hit, that strong, heavy pepper punch, and it balances it out where it's more like it's enjoyable. It's not as like in your face. So yeah, man, this is a great combination. This one is Parfums de Marly Galloway, and this is Armani Code EDP. I do need to get the Parfum. Well, actually, I do have the Parfum. No, this is the EDP. That one is, yeah, it's Armani Code, but I think that might be the Parfum. I gotta double check. I want to say that's the Parfum. Yeah, that might be the Parfum. See, I'll be having so many doggone fragrances. I'm like, I gotta make sure that I got the right one. That's the second one I had to sat up here and misname, because I misnamed the first one, the first And which I got to humble myself on that one. So hey, y'all getting a blooper. I'm keeping this in the video. So messed up on a Leighton, calling that one Percival, and then messed up on this one, calling it the EDP, because no, this one is the EDP. But this is Armani Code. What is this one? Armani Code Parfum. Yep. Okay. This is the Parfum. I thought it was the EDP. Lay Parfum. Okay. But yeah, I was just trying to make sure, because there's so many different flankers and stuff, man. It ends up like getting it mixed up. So yeah, it's the Armani Code Parfum, Lay Parfum, from what I was able to just pull up, because I thought it was the Parfum or EDP, because I thought I had saw another one that was like that you have to get the Parfum. So hey man, it's just another, that's just lets you know how many flankers it is of Armani Code and how different they try to, it's a lot. But at the end of the day, that mug is still fire, and you know how the bottle looks. So that mug, man, hey, it's fire. It makes it smells wonderful. I would suggest getting it, doing that combination as you're layering. But yeah, I'm keeping this in. So hey, I appreciate y'all. You know, it's your favorite cousin, your bald-headed brother, Cool Rich, back in this mug. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe to the content, and turn on that notification bell so that way you are made aware of any time that we have any type of videos or anything. I definitely appreciate y'all for, you know, growing the community, staying tuned in, tapping in, and doing everything possible to continue to grow us as a channel. And also any support that you end up adding to the Cash App or anything, because you see the Cash App above, the $, the Cool Rich. So hey, I appreciate any donations or any contributions that go towards, you know, grabbing some more fragrances so I can give you my honest reviews. But yeah, man, this mug is definitely funny and kind of humbling, because it's like, dog, there's so many doggone flankers, and it just sometimes can confuse you. So it's my fault. And then also confusing, misrepresenting the bottle. That's the same blue bottle, but it's a different hue of blue. So I need to go ahead and give myself two taps for that. But man, I hope that y'all having a great day. I hope that y'all had a productive day. Y'all stay blessed, stay up. Peace and love.